Hey, it's Mr. Reviews It All, back at you again. Now I've got another plan I'm doing. It's called DIY. You take this thing, you drill the holes in it, and you do it. You ready to watch? Turn your radio on. Okay, ready? Okay. Hey, it's Mr. Reviews It All, back again to show you a cool new project I'm working on. You ever go out to your shed or your garage and you say, man, I wish that bike didn't have such a crappy shock on it. I wish it wasn't such a pogo when you ride around. I want a rigid fork like all the cool kids have. Well, here's the way you can do it, and it's only going to take two of these, not this one, don't look at this one. Two of these guys. Cost you $1 at the store. Ready? Did you guess what it is already? Okay, well, first step is you get a drill bit, something like that. Go to Harbor Freight, you can get 100 of them for $10, and then you just want your bolts to match up. In this case, that one is too small, so I'm going to use a different bit in a second. But from doing these before, I found, well, I've done some on the side, and the side is great, but it interferes a little bit with your tire, and also you can just rip your leg off over here on the head of the bolt or on the nut or whatever. Just to make everything better, I've been drilling them through here lately. And you don't want to get up too far. I mean, the piston goes into, you know, it goes quite a ways. It's probably like right here, because the travel is only like 2 inches on these things. Anyway, so what I do is I just kind of line up straight up and down with these posts and get to work. And it goes through the aluminum like nothing. Okay, so we've already gotten through the aluminum, that's easy. I'm going to take a little squirt of the old blaster, 20% free. That was only $2.99. WWD is like $6.99 now. They really let it go straight to their heads. So I just try to keep it lined up. It doesn't matter if you do it sideways, but try to keep it lined up with this post. Yeah, I'm using an impact. And I'm through the piston and on the outside. Oh, ouch. Okay, and then hold that. I'm glad I got a flathead, those are the best. And then zip it on. If it dents the fork in, that's only better. It's just going to stay even more. We could probably go with one of these, but I'm going to do two because I bought two. Swap it out. Put it in approximately the same place. So that blaster on there, don't be shy. I'm going to ruin our nice Harbor Freight there. Little beam. Pop this guy on. I was going to use a rubber washer or something, but it just crushes this tube together so nicely. I'm not going to do that. Come on, flathead. Why do they even make these anymore? It's going to stay. Alright. Okay. That's that. Brush a little of the, brush that stuff onto the floor, and that's it. That's how it looks up front. People think you're coming at them, you got some mad RST shocks, but what you really have is rigid. So I don't know how that's going to make them feel, but it's going to make you feel a hell of a lot better. You won't be wasting half your pedal and bouncing around and bottoming out your shocks off of curbs and stuff. Okay, so here it is. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this nice hardware here. You're not going to cut your lag on it from being out here. It's not going to get in the way of the spokes or anything, or the wheel when you put it on. And I don't know how much more of these weigh. That could be something people could put in the comments, but I'm going to end up weighing these against another rigid fork I've got. But I mean, it's not going to move. It's not ever going to move. Hardcore. So that's how to do a free rigid fork instead of spending $1 million on one. And you're going to see this fork in another project I'm working on. It's going to be really cool. It's a large BMX bike. Bye-bye! Just a goddamn beauty. And the whole reason I want to do this is because when I do a BMX conversion to a giant BMX from a 26-inch regular mountain bike, I want to have you can do it with a quill stem, like a 1-inch, or you can do it with 1 1/8 inch, whatever. There's only 3 that I know of. There's probably more. Write it in the comments. But this right here is known as a threadless 1 1/8 inch. And I want this over here, because I've got this crappy frame I found. It's 1 1/8 inch threaded. So this is going to go in the garbage. This, I don't want a crappy quill stem. That's going to go in the trash or recycle bin. And then I'm going to put this stuff over there with a dirt bike bar and neck, so stem. So that's all going to happen next episode. Make sure to tune in.